If the order had a reasonably normal lifestyle, there would be no necessity for and no substance in this book. Unfortunately for us, they do not have a normal lifestyle. The order does not just go to college, look for a secure post with an establishment law firm, intermarry with the sisters and daughters of other members, get noisily drunk at the country club, and go to church on Sunday. These may be reasonably normal patterns, but certainly not topics for research and analysis. And that's from America's Secret Establishment and Introduction to the Order of Skull and Bones by Anthony C. Sutton. Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. I want to talk about three subjects here very quickly, so I'll make this one short. It was revealed in financial news that Goldman Sachs executives sold at nearly $700 million worth of stock between September 2008 and April 2009. This is very interesting because the stock was sold while Goldman Sachs stock prices were among the lowest. Now in the meantime, they have repaid the government bailout funds that they have received, our fucking bailout money. So this makes me wonder. I have my eyes on Goldman Sachs, as you know. So anything that goes on with this company causes me to wonder. And I have to wonder why their executives sold so much stock when the stock price was so low. And they are also predicting that Goldman Sachs is going to report a quarter earnings boost, which should cause a rise in their stock prices. So there's something afoot there. Bears more watching, and I have my eyes on Goldman Sachs. Steve Rattner, he's leaving as the head of the U.S. Auto Task Force, and this is probably over the fact that the New York Attorney General is investigating his former firm, Quadrangle, for possible pension corruption. And because there's a probe going on, some have thought that his stepping down from his post is related to that, although, of course, nobody's saying anything. It should come as no surprise that another one of Obama's appointees and or fellow travelers is facing possible criminal charges because he has this following him directly from Chicago. So it shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. So keep your eye on Steve Rattner and what's going on up in New York. And finally, the CIA's secret plan to assassinate Al-Qaeda. Supposedly this plan was never carried out. It never got beyond the barest of planning stages. And now there is some talk on Capitol Hill that they want to investigate the CIA's lies. And I've come to the conclusion that this entire thing is nothing but a total distraction. And I'll tell you why. And I have a very good reason to believe this is so. Because the CIA has been the designated whipping boy for the establishment for years. Certainly since 9/11, but even before that, when they had the church hearings and several other congressional investigations in the past, which have revealed CIA wrongdoing. They've been the designated whipping boy. And why is this the case? You would think, well, the CIA is a powerful agency. Surely they would not allow themselves to be used as a whipping boy. I beg to differ. It serves a greater purpose. It serves a very, very good purpose in their eyes because it is an agency that's largely out in the open today. Sure, the CIA does secret things, but, nobody really talks about any of their actions or whatever. But they're very open. They're there. Everybody knows about the CIA. Everybody knows what it is the CIA does. So being an open organization like that, in that sense, they are the magnet for this sort of thing. So they're the whipping boy for anything that happens in the administration that somebody wants to cover up. So if something gets fucked up, the CIA is going to get the blame for it, just like they took a lot of the heat for 9/11. And this is planned. This is planned, and this is a giant distraction because what's really going on is the important work that is being done to fuck us and destroy our motherfucking constitutional rights. And everything else is being done through other means, through other agencies. If there are real killing and assassination programs going on, they're being run by some other three-letter agency, not the CIA, because all eyes are always on them. They're the whipping boys. They're the ones that get the blame. So, assassination death squads, probably true, not being run by the CIA. Screwing us over, taking away our rights, fucking us every way to Sunday, happening, not by the CIA. Look at the NSA, the National Reconnaissance Office. Look at any number of secret departments within the Department of Defense, the Navy, Air Force, even the Army. You know, take your pick. You can look anywhere. There could be, you know, 1,000 hidden programs that we know absolutely nothing about. So black that, you know, only the people in the team itself know it even exists or what its purpose is for. So this is a giant distraction. This CIA death squad put together by Big Dick Cheney. Of course, Dick Cheney is also a whipping boy now. He was a whipping boy during the entire Bush administration. And, you know, certainly seen by some to be the power behind the throne, as it were. So now that he's out of office, and it certainly seems like Obama has no intention of going after Bush or any of his minions, which is keeping in line with his, you know, general lack of wanting to do anything to bring about justice anywhere. It's certainly causing no harm for this sort of thing to come out now. It's certainly not going to put Cheney in any difficulty, that's for sure. He's going to continue just like he always did. And which is fucked up, of course, but there's nothing we can do about it because there's nothing that the president or the current administration is going to do about it. And, you know, so there you have it. Thank you. Good night.